Shocks to Fischio and Dexter for more insight into that last match.
Thanks very much, guys. Now, at the beginning of the day, we were saying Impaler has to do good, Mr. Raleigh has to do good for Supa Hot Crew, but I thought that as a whole, they just did everything as a team a lot better than the other team. What do you think they particularly excelled at in this matchup, Dexter?
I think Impaler did pretty good this game, and also Mr. Raleigh did good, but I don't agree with the Renekton pick without TP. I mean, they lost the level 1 really hard. Like, I think it was a misplay from C9 because they had 3 buff start, and it was all because of the TP. Like, if you have a TP at top lane, it's really easy to just secure 2 buffs, and yeah, if you don't have it, you are at a huge disadvantage. So that puts them into a position where they were like forced to actually farm up on the jungle. But yeah, he didn't get punished hard enough, I think. And he was 2-0 or something, and yeah, Xin Zhao beats Kha'Zix actually in the jungle, so I mean, yeah, I think it was just overall underperformance from C9.
I have to agree. I mean, Supa Hot Crew as a team, when it came to team fights, when it came to moving around the map, vision control is the thing we talked a lot about upstairs. They were just a better team, in this game at least. Take the Dragon fight, which was actually one of the deciding ones, where Supa Hot Crew gets a few kills. They have 3 pink wards, and there's nothing from Cloud9, there's no vision, and yet they walk down, the fight starts, and Supa Hot Crew wins it. And then with the comp we have for both teams here, we talk about how LeBlanc pick, once you actually fall behind against the Lulu mid, and also against like the front line, with Xin Zhao, with Renekton, and with, of course, Leona as the support, like it's very hard for him to kill anyone, so he actually became pretty much a non-factor when it came to team fights. And also meant, therefore, Supa Hot Crew just a full control.
Yeah, and if you don't have any vision control, how are you going to get those picks off as well? Let's focus maybe also on that mid lane matchup a little more. We saw Selfie going for Lulu, going for a maximum CDR Lulu to make a huge impact on the game. What did you guys make of the build?
I don't think that build is good.
No.
It didn't make any sense to just rush Lucidity boots, and then he had the Codex too for like 30% cooldown reduction, and then the Morello Nomicon on top of that, blue pots and blue buff, and I thought he was playing Earth mode with like 80% cooldown reduction. So.
But it worked.
No, well, yeah, they won the game, but just remember as well, with the changes to Lulu, you can't do the double glitter lance anymore. Normally you needed, I believe it was like 28% CDR, and you could do the double one. You can't do it anymore, even with 40% or 75%, which yet, of course, it caps at 40. So his build didn't make sense in this case. Obviously, they won the game.
They won the game, yeah.
He got there. We thought he was going to go for the DFG. He went for Def Cap instead, luckily, which worked out really well for him. Also helped again to destroy the burst from LeBlanc here. The Lulu pick was good. The build, kind of.
Not so much. Looking at that game, as we said before, we think that Mr. Raleigh might come up huge. He didn't even come up huge in this game because he didn't have to. Does this spell bad news for C9 going into the next game?
I think they might have to ban Lucian. I think Lucian is just, like, why would you give the best player the best hero on that position? And I think Mr. Raleigh is really good on Lucian, and if he has to, he can just carry the game from that position because yeah, I really like Lucian into LeBlanc too, and like you can just juke out the W and then one-shot her. There's nothing LeBlanc can do, and yeah, I think overall a Lucian ban might be needed, but people think that Graves is actually really good against Lucian, but if you're really, like it's a skill matchup, but I think Lucian has the advantage in every matchup, so yeah.
So from what we've seen here, the Fischio, how do you think game 2 is going to go?
Well, I think if Supa Hot Crew, if Cloud9 Eclipse goes for the same kind of comp with this double assassin, the jungler being assassin, and then the mid laner, and they don't fix the vision control, I think they're going to be in for a very hard game. I would actually like to see them go more for a teamfight comp or heavy push comp, for instance, like a lot of wave clear, so they can, I know it can be boring, extend the game, and then like to focus on team fights and don't rely too much on the vision control. I think that could help them out, unless, of course, they come in this game and just fix it completely, have great vision control and get the pings they want.
Well, we will see, of course, in the next game. We'll set up the Rift for our next match, which means you can top off your HP. But stay close, because next it's game 2 between the Supa Hot